We are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore.
In April 2026, videos began speculating online showing Ghanaians being harassed in South Africa. They were stopped on streets and asked to prove their nationality and told to leave their country. On April 22nd, 2026, videos started speculating on the internet showing how a Ghanaian was being harassed by South Africa in the KwaZulu provinces. In the footage, it was shown how a South African was asking a Ghanaian to show them his immigration status. This is Solid Finance Podcast, where we bring you finance and economic updates of what's happening in Africa. Stick around as you're going to learn a thing or two from this channel. Let's dive right in.
Fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that
Their major point is you guys came here in a disguise of coming here either for vacation or for visit or for a 1-year job time. And then when you guys came here, you decided to come here and work. That only tells you one thing. Once a business-minded person or a hardworking person goes to where he or she sees opportunity, he makes good use of it. Hours after that video speculated the internet, the Ghana Foreign Minister, Samuel Ablakwa, came out and said, this is not acceptable. On April 23rd, 2026, he went out publicly and he condemned what South Africans were doing. The Foreign Minister, Samuel Ablakwa, described the incident as a betrayal of African solidarity. He argued and said that targeting fellow Africans is you betraying and undermining the principles of Pan-Africanism.
Ghana's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okuzeto Ablakwa, has expressed deep concern over the safety and well-being of Ghanaians living in South Africa following the circulation of a disturbing viral video. The footage shows a group of South Africans confronting a Ghanaian man and questioning his right to remain in the country. In the video, the individuals demand that the man produces documentation authorizing his stay in South Africa while openly expressing hostility toward African immigrants.
This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your country.
For many observers, Ghana's reaction was the first diplomatic response. They took immediate action. For the past years, South Africa has always been xenophobic to other black Africans. Emphasis on black Africans because you wouldn't see them pursuing white immigrants. Many people even expected Ghana to just send them a threat, but then no. Ghana went legal. They reported them to the African Union and asked that the issue of the xenophobic action taking place in South Africa be discussed during the African Union summit. Ghana has also escalated the issue beyond bilateral diplomacy. Now, South Africa is being seen as a threat to African integration, meaning that you cannot go to South Africa freely without them reminding you that that place you're going to is a risk. They came out on the 24th of April 2026 and said that they were going to crack down every xenophobic act in South Africa. According to Business Day newspaper, it was recorded that South African authorities promised on Friday to crack down on anyone carrying out xenophobic attacks on Ghanaians and other foreigners, a day after Ghana protested over videos of a violent incident circulating on social media. South Africa also launched a brief investigation and then briefed it back to the African diplomats. When the xenophobic act started in April, there was a pending business deal between South Africa and Ghana. Now, for years, the gold fields have been mining Damang gold mine in Ghana. They have been the engineers going there to mine. South Africans depend on Ghana's gold mine. They've been mining that gold mine for years. Come April 27th, their lease had expired on that day. They were about to go and renew it. But because of the xenophobic act, Ghanaians from their own instincts, they now came out from a place of pain and they're saying, don't give this to South Africans. Rather, give it to our local. This is now a bid. Highest bidder takes it. Isaac Tandor, The acting head of Mineral Commission, Ghana's mining regulator, told Reuters on Monday that Goldfields' Damang lease, which expires on April 18th, would not be renewed. Mining contractors, engineers and planners, and BCM Internationals and Consortium Vortex Resources have applied to own the mine, Tandor said, and the regulator was assessing which bidder could meet its challenges. Now you've seen this has now become a tug of war between a local and a South African.
We all saw what happened in Johannesburg last week and last 2 weeks. They were chanting, go back to your country, go and fix your country, go back to your country. Now they have forgotten that some of the wealth in South Africa, it came from Ghana. It is the mining of gold. Anglo Gold Ashanti, it's a Ghanaian company. Goldfields Ghana Limited, it's a South African company. They mine the gold, and the guy is telling us that 25% of their global output has come from one single mine in Ghana, Takwa. They had 2 mines, they had Daman, they had Takwa. Why are we doing that? And then South Africans will tell us that, go back to your country, go back to your country. We don't like that. They shouldn't be doing that. We will not sack them to go. But if you have had a mine for 30 years, it's okay. You can't have it. You paid $1-3 million, 1, 2, 3 for 30 years. Mine, gold. The price of gold over the last 30 years has been flat.
This contract was signed 30 years ago. If a South African business can survive in Ghana and make profits from Ghana's gold mine, why are they fighting the Ghanaians in their country? While others are just reacting to what they've seen them do to their own people, others are also thinking critically. Those from Takwa and those from Damang are also still saying that they still want the South African company to take over the gold mines because they've benefited highly from those companies.
So the people of Takwa and Swayem are begging President John Dramani Mahama to renew the lease for the South African company in Ghana, Goldfields, operating at Takwa.
We still recommend to the government that in putting all things together, you should consider the lease renewal for the Goldfields to continue their operation.
Guess what? On the 30th of May 2026, the chief, the people of Huniso, I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, then the people of Takwa Swayem had an entire press and then begged President John Dramani Mahama through Mr. Joseph Anderson. Mr. Joseph Anderson is the opinion leader, told them that he is begging President John Dramani Mahama, President, that please make sure you actually renew the lease for this South African company, because they've done a lot for Ghana, especially Takwa. According to them, there were some people that have benefited scholarships from this company. There were some roads that were constructed by this particular company.
Welcome all of you to Ghana, your own country, to the motherland.
You can see the joy in their faces. You can see how happy they are. That's to show you that their government cares and loves them deeply. He did not just stop at welcoming them. He also mentioned that the president has approved for 2 allowances for them. The allowances for the transports and money for them to get back on their feet.
President Mahama says that all of you should be given 2 special allowances. One for your transportation. So there will be a transportation allowance to wherever you live, wherever your homes are, whoever you are going to connect to. And then there will be a reintegration allowance, a special package to help you put your lives back.
They did not just stop there. While they were still in South Africa, most of them were arrested and taken to the prison. He went and pleaded with the foreign minister of South Africa, Ronald Lamola, and then they released them to him. They did not leave anybody in South Africa. They packed all of them back to their country. They packed all of them back to their hometown.
The 26 Ghanaians who we negotiated, they were in prison. They had been detained for visa violations. We negotiated with the South African government that since we are evacuating our nationals, we don't want to leave anybody behind in prison. And the South African government agreed with us. So I want to thank President Cyril Ramaphosa and my counterpart, Foreign Minister Roland.
This was never just about one viral video. It was a test to see if the government could stand up for its people. Ghana's response was not military. It was not fighting. It was not war. Rather, it was legal, political, swift, intelligent, and diplomatic.
The Border Patrol has failed us. So let's say everybody must go out of the country. Let us fix our borders. Let us fix our home affairs. Let us fix our police system. Let us fix our security system of the country. And then we will monitor everyone coming into the country. Because right now, it is just hell. The way you see in Durban, I'm from Nongoma, but I mostly go to Durban. It is so painful what you see there. The young kids, 14-year-old, raped, 14-year-old, taken as girlfriends by Nigerians in Durban. Girls that are sent by their parents, scraping, having no money, but sending them to Durban University, Umangosoto University, and DUT. But you find these girls.
What I have to say is, why should a school, a university where a child is meant to board, allow the students to still be outside by past 10? Why? That's the first question. Secondly, you said that these 15-year-old children are being taken as girlfriends. Are there no adults there? Because here in Nigeria, I don't think you would go to a private university and then you'll be found outside your hostel and nothing is done about it. Now, they feel that the presence of other Africans are not allowing them to fix their country properly, that all Africans should leave come June 30th. And so that means if you're still in South Africa on June 30th, you should be ready to face the wrath of every angry South African that thinks that you are the reason why they don't have their jobs. So the big question is, can Africa be united while xenophobia still continues? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do well to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to leave finance podcasts or more finance contents from us. Until next time, bye for now.